Hi, my name's Mark Starr. Welcome to Little Green Man. Warning now, it's time to put on your tinfoil hats. Put mine on. Does it suit me? Okay, enough of that. That's silly. We've just got some news that the government of Canada and the Netherlands, government of the Netherlands, are working on a joint venture to create a known traveller identity project there. And what they're doing is they're creating an app that goes on your phone that will make it easier to get on a plane, make it easier to cross borders, and all you got to do is flash your phone in some way. I don't have a demonstration of what this looks like, but I'm a little bit worried about implications of this. Not so much the immediate implication, but the implication ongoing. Now, I think what really gets my attention and makes me raise an eyebrow in suspicion, that this is to make you safer and to improve any chance of anything dangerous happening for security reasons. And I'm not really impressed when a government says that they're going to be doing this sort of thing, because known as the Travel Digital Identity Program, this is actually going to ask you for your detailed and personal information for pre-screening, and it will include your university education, bank statements, and vaccination records. This is really quite scary. As they're going to get the idea is that you get you screened well before you even pack your bags for a trip, and that they'll have your profile and this all stored somewhere really, really safe, they say. Now, the pilot program will make use of biometrics like retina and facial recognition for quicker traveller identification. Not sure how that's going to work in conjunction with your phone. And the technology really is just going to be piloted for just for a little while, but I'm sure that if there's any sort of success, any way of that it's going to take off. There is, of course, a concern that this is just going to get a handful of people who just happen to have the app through the gates quicker, or through the security quicker, but they already have a service like that called Nexus, which you have to pay money for. So whatever this happens here is that your data, the Accusenter, I'm actually reading from the CBC article, source in the description. The Accusenter said that keeping users in control of their data will be critical. And of course, security of your data has been absolutely confirmed. You have got nothing to worry about. So that all sounds really rather good, I suppose, if they can do that. But I think that by doing that, they're kind of leaving themselves open for some hacks and some for some espionage. Anyone can break in. That's the idea here, is that in addition to providing personal information before traveling, users would be automatically updated as they move around the world. That's another thing. So your GPS in your phone is going to track where you are. And of course, the more borders you cross, then the more trusted they will become. So they can track you, they know exactly where you are, what you've been doing. And this next paragraph here really just kind of made me go, this doesn't sound right at all. So in some ways, the program takes a page from private tech companies such as Google and Facebook that have become experts in creating profiles about their users. And they track their users, and both Facebook and Google have been known to cooperate quite closely with Homeland Security and other US government bodies, and no doubt other government bodies as well. I'm not really convinced that this is a good thing at all. That's really quite scary in an Orwellian kind of way. And it's really quite worrying as well, is that it's going to be on your cell phone that you could easily lose. If you're like me, it really is difficult to go a week without at least misplacing it somewhere, whether at work or at home. Secondly, cell phones can be easily broken into. Now, if you've got a really strong password and no one else knows your passwords, maybe they are hard to get into. But they really aren't hard to get into. And they're certainly not secure. Think about who knows your passcode for your phone, whether you use the swipe thing or whether you put your number in. Chances are you're just using one of those. You're not using the thumbnails, thumbprint rather, because that really, I'm not really convinced that really works with the technology that we currently have on our phones. So the odds are, here's a scenario. You know that another member of your family has that code. You're in the car, the phone goes, you kind of sneakily pick it up. Oh, it's a text. Can you answer that for me and read it to me? And you throw it to your passenger, and the passenger knows your code. It's not secure at all. I don't think I really trust anything that will trust a phone, particularly one that I know, being in IT, can be easily, passwords can be easily guessed. The little swipe codes can be easily guessed as well. And particularly, they can be cracked, they can be jailbreaked and whatever else to get in and look at the file system. There is nothing going to be safe about this. So I'll put my hat on again, my tin foil hats, because I don't like this at all. This is absolutely crazy, and I'm going to need not just assurance that no one is going to give my data to the government who are going to use me to track me for other reasons, to say now I now have to be tracked for something else, because why are you tracking me? I haven't done anything. I haven't done anything wrong. And if people are going to say, well, if you haven't done anything wrong, then you shouldn't worry. But this really is the other argument, really. It's, if you haven't done anything wrong, why would they need to track you? Of course they don't. Whether this is a good, well-intentioned device or the app or not, well, I don't really know. I don't like where it's going, and I don't think I'd like anything that is kept as flimsy on as a phone, as easy to break into as a phone is, something that's easy to lose, that multiple people have access to what? To just add a little more security, maybe get you through the gates a little quicker. Well, you can do that already. Just pay for your Nexus membership, or use your passport, and we'll line up with the rest. I think I'd rather line up for a little bit longer than have a government share my data with some security division of government, or sharing it with the US or wherever. And so I say no. Let's not go this route at all. It is horrible. It's dangerous and it's scary. And time to take off the tinfoil hat and say, it's not because it's new. It's not because it isn't well thought out or well intentioned. It's the government tracking you wherever you go. Little green man. This is the back door to the Manitoba Legislature. Now, if you hit the subscribe button now, hit the notification bell, then you won't be surprised when they try to stick something up your back door.